We have now set in place an ENI CBC team, which is very highly dedicated, which has very high quality colleagues. And the second thing is that I personally very strongly believe in the added value of the Commission being present at the monitoring committees, if possible being present at the programming committees. I think that it is a very important part of our work. Single rule book, that was the motto of the fact that now both internal Interreg and external EU cooperation programs are together under one Interreg regulation. Inside of the Interreg regulation there will be some specific rules for the EU external borders, because we need to acknowledge that they are specific. But also we should not forget that many of these programs are really on the borders, so they are as well aimed at developing the borders, the areas which are often remote and maybe poorer and less connected. I think that there will be this accent on the regional development on the border areas. Programs are not islands. They do not work in isolation. There are myriad of tools and EU funding and investments, but also there is a regional and national investments of the member states. So it is really important to understand where the programs situate themselves and what is their part of the puzzle inside of the big picture. A high-performing program is a program which is adopted on time, which can launch calls for proposals or identify strategic projects on time so that they can start investing in the regions they cover as soon as possible, and they have enough time for the implementation to take place. But at the same time, such programs should not compromise on the partnership and on the ownership. I think a good performing program is the one who pays attention to how the money is spent, but at the same time it keeps a very high level of the ownership of the partnership, because indeed cooperation is a process. So we need to understand that the two are important, the investment part and the cooperation part. The result orientation is a very important and at REGIO it is a key concept. So the programs of course need to have a result-oriented base, and they need to have a performance framework. But the performance framework does not have always to be only on the hard outputs, because as I said, cooperation is a process. So it will be a common task to identify those indicators as well, which also showcase what we have achieved with the cooperation. Have we achieved a change in the mindset? Have we achieved a better understanding of people living on the two sides of the border? All of that, I think, should be reflected in the future cooperation programs.